It's season 4, episode 3, Defining Moments. Carrie meets a jazz musician while on a pseudo date with Big. Miranda tries to get more comfortable using the bathroom in front of her date. Charlotte is dismayed that Trey only wants to have sex in places where they can get caught. And Samantha meets Maria, a lesbian painter, at Charlotte's gallery and questions her own sexuality. Here's the problem. I don't think I play that intro. I think you play that, right?
No, I switched the picture, but it's fine. Hi, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving. Or how was everyone's Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving, more like thanks living.
Oh, yeah. Whoa. You look like a Muppet when you did that just now.
Guys, hey, we're here every week. Almost. This week, it's season 4, episode 3. And make sure, though, every Friday, that if you're feeling sexy or whatever, I don't know, join our live streams. We're live streaming every single Friday. We live stream this week's episode, so check that out, too. And you can get that, we talk about other things, too, of course. But,
it was fun. A lot of people came. I think everyone just was had a Thanksgiving. Everyone's just chilling. So Friday's just a day for everyone to jump on, talk about whatever happened during the week, and then we kind of get into the episode a little bit.
I know for me, the moment we're done recording, I'm going to lay down and take a nap. So
I have a family dinner tonight. My grandmother is in
the day after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, because it's like this baby's 1 year birthday. This baby in my family.
Baby's 1 year anniversary.
This baby turned a year in my family, so I bought a gift. But the birthday party's tomorrow. What happens in a 1-year-old birthday? It's just like an hour, right? There's like things that happen, right? Like, do I have to like
birthdays I've been to? It's like more for the adults because it's only a baby.
Oh, because I used to host 1 through 5-year-old birthday parties at Gymboree, and they were like structured.
But anyway, 1-year-olds?
Yes, they were structured. It was a whole fucking thing. Anyway,
well, hopefully that's not the vibe you're gonna be taking on tonight.
No, tonight I get to go and listen to my grandma roll her eyes at me, and then when I say everything's going great in my life, I'm so happy, my grandma just goes, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because I don't have a man or kids.
So
that couldn't possibly be true.
Are you dating anyone?
She doesn't care if I'm dating anyone at this point. I'm past the point of children, so she's kind of done with me. She really just tolerates my existence at this point.
I want to put out a slight PSA that I did rewatch something we did, and I noticed that the last time I was sitting so slumped over that it literally looked like I was had a hunchback and 50 chins, because I was like.
It also looks different, like when I've accidentally clicked on shit and it plays on my TV and I look like a horror show compared to what
you are watching us on your TV right now, turn it off and put us on your phone, honey.
Yeah, I look better smaller, so tiny. By the way, this upcoming month, you guys, let's just blast through this housekeeping before we move on to the episode. But we are doing a holiday month. Last year, you can check out all of our Patreons on holidays. We had so much fun. We recap Muppet Christmas Carol. Was it Divas Christmas Carol, Hot Frosty? What was the 4th one we did? Oh, we did this weird 10-minute thing of Broad City. It was like a
Christmas Broad City episode.
It was weird. And then also on Patreon, you guys, this is the time to join our Patreon. We're getting into Christmas season, holiday season. Mm-hmm. And we just put out our Wicked for Good with full spoilers. And you know what? We agree with most of the discourse. Is just not as good as the first movie, but we still took a lot of time to talk about all the great things about it. I think we're nicer than a lot of podcasts about it, actually.
And atypical for us, we, instead of just saying we hate something or didn't like something, we actually had a real discussion about the understanding of why. So we did discuss why Girl in the Bubble being placed where it was was not good, and it could have just been taken out of the whole show. But I have seen a lot of online discourse being like, this song was pivotal for Glinda.
No, it wasn't. But we also were the only two people out there saying justice for Michelle Yeoh. Like, she begged to not do the movie.
Now, I don't know if she needs justice, because I'm not going to say she like killed it, but she wasn't as
Madame
bad as
Marvel, flip it around.
Yeah, plus she realized, she had this amazing epiphany where if you take Madame Marvel and you flip it around, it's Wicked Witch.
She's so funny though.
She really is funny.
She's like my mom telling a joke where it's like, you are saying something funny, but your delivery is like bad, which makes it funny again.
But then she's also like such an amazing actress. Now, Amanda didn't like Everything Everywhere All at Once, right?
Oh God, I could not.
It
was overstimulating, I think, is more what it was. Like,
that's why
it was impossible for my brain to even like try to follow that.
I will say, I think that they didn't need the butt plug scene, guys. If you know what I'm talking about, they did not need that.
In all at once.
Everything Everywhere All at Once, yeah. But everything else I loved. The rocks talking to each other. Michelle Yeoh, amazing. Okay. So anyway, we loved Wicked. Check out all of our stuff. Check out our Patreon. It's patreon.com/podinthecity.
Yes.
Also, hit subscribe, hit like, and share if you're watching us on YouTube. If you're not watching us on YouTube and you're listening to us on the podcast places, hey, babe, could you throw us a 5-star review? If you leave anything less than a 5-star review, fine. But just know that you are possibly, very likely sending us down, at least me, down in a downward spiral, which I will then blame you on you.
Me?
No.
He'll blame me too.
Wrote, like Liddaby.
Oh my God. I can't believe you remember that. Except I had a troll from Squirrel Friends that followed me over to Jody. And when I would guest on other podcasts, he would go and comment, like, I like this podcast until you had Amanda on. And the person's name was like Super Fun Guy 89 or something. I do remember that. I think I
only remember Liddaby just because it's funny and it rolls off your tongue in such a way when you say Liddaby. I don't know. Just like Sandy D.
John, tell them what we're doing this upcoming December on Patreon. Holiday.
Patreon. Yes, we said what we did last Christmas, but this year we're doing The Holiday for the first movie. Then we're doing Ladies of the 80s, Divas Christmas, followed by The Last Holiday. And Amanda, if this video, if you guys can comment enough on this video right here, we will do Love Actually.
John's never seen it. That was a major revelation when you said that on the
live. Never watched them.
The chat kind of blew up too. Everyone's like, what? Because I was wondering why you were not like taking the bait on me being like, I think we should do Love Actually. Because John's like,
we thought it was just like a time treasure,
a good movie,
romantic comedy that everyone loved.
It's so problematic. It's racist. It's fat shaming. It's so problematic. And I'm trying to think of other storylines. I mean, it's super misogynist. Wowie. There's a storyline where Laura Linney is dating this guy, but then he leaves her because she has an autistic brother. That is the storyline. He's like, I can't deal with you having a relationship with your autistic brother.
She's like, well, then
they don't call him autistic though. Good. They don't say the word autistic. He's like in a home, of course. It's like, I can't wait for you to get the
R word.
No, they don't really say anything, but they make him every.
Well, you'll see. I don't know. This isn't selling it. You did sell it better in the live. This is scaring me.
Let John know that that needs to be the fourth movie. Okay, let's get into this episode though. It's a great episode.
Coming off of last week's episode, I think we're really chugging here. Season 4 is stacked, bitch. And I don't know if maybe this could shape up to be like one of my favorite seasons. I mean, season 3
so good.
Was great. Is great. But I mean, things are really, they are figuring out and really solid in what is making the show work, which unfortunately, like we mentioned in our live, doesn't transfer to the show that must not be named. Voiceover alone. Okay. Anyway, speaking of voiceover.
In this season, we have Carrie's birthday, 35th birthday. We have Real Me, and now we have this, which is setting up a bunch of storylines. So we're setting up Jazz Guy, we're setting up the lesbian storyline for Samantha, and then Charlotte and Trey kind of get back together. And Miranda's hanging out with Gaffigan in this one. I'm like, what are you doing here? Are you trying to be an actor? Was there a time where Jim Gaffigan was trying to be an actor?
He was, I think.
Really? Maybe he was friends with MPK because they were both on the comedy scene.
I thought you were going to say another thing that's
what?
I don't know, something.
Hot Pockets?
I thought you were going to say the Epstein list. I don't know.
Because they're both on why is Gaffigan on the Epstein list?
I didn't say that. You said that. I thought you were saying that.
I didn't say any of that. But
yikes. Oh my God. Okay. Yes. And it establishes like what's going to happen moving forward with Big. I mean, it keeps Big around in the picture, but Samantha has a really great scene later too. So speaking of voiceover, hit it.
Yeah. Okay. We have someone once said that when one door shuts, a window opens. Oh God. Oh, this is fucking hard to read. Okay. Big and I had shut our door, but our window was open and blowing a great breeze. And then they have Carrie and Big's banter in this episode is unmatched so far. They have such good banter here. And then somebody said in our chat that the reason that they have such good chemistry here is because they're not dating. So Carrie's not on this like high alert anxiety train of like trying to be perfect. She is like, they are friends. And it almost feels like it could work. And then I said, well, I could do this. And John's like, but Carrie could not do this.
Yeah, I also don't think Big could do it either because at their au revoir. So you say?
What? I don't think that's what you meant. But what? Their what?
Their au revoir.
Their au revoir.
No,
you're
au revoir, like saying goodbye.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, okay.
Their au revoir for the evening is Big being like, maybe I'll come upstairs, and Carrie's like, there will be none of that. And he's like,
the eyebrows.
Well, if you want some.
Yeah, but he's not like mad at her. Like it's
he's not mad, but that is not an establishment of a friendship. I'm sorry. That would be like me trying to establish a relationship with a friendship with a guy, and he's like, if you want to suck my dick, you can.
I don't think that's I think that
that was what he was giving is like, I mean, if you want, like, I'm here for that if you want it. So if what I'm trying to say is I couldn't do this either. I would actually have to be like Maria later to Samantha, who's like, I'm not going to be able to not like you. So
yeah, okay.
Because this would not work. Because again, if they were like, well, just let me know if you want to, whatever. Natasha mentioned in our live, she said, it would be fine as long as we didn't have sex and I didn't get drunk around that person.
Oh yeah.
And it's true because if there are times, come on, y'all. And to be friends with someone, you typically would have chemistry in some kind of way, right?
Yeah.
Even if it's not sexual. So
but here's the difference though. Carrie and Big are exes. They're not just two people with this sexual chemistry that they've never gotten to. At this point, they've had sex millions of times. So I feel like at this point, there isn't as much of that pull because it's like, well, we've done this. You have sex a few more times and then like the lust kind of goes away. So why don't you just have sex a few times? And then
but Big's still a man.
I don't know. I think friends with all of my exes except
Big's
for the last
dick any moment of the day he would do it.
True. Right? Well, now in this episode,
be like, Carrie, we're friends right now. We're friends.
No, but I think that there is a world where two people can be friends and kind of. I think that fuck buddies can exist. Friends with benefits can exist.
You know what? It's the holiday season. It's gotten to Arizona. What the fuck? It's
gotten to Canada.
Gotten to Amanda. And she's just feeling hopeful about these situations.
I don't want this. I don't want to like have sex with anybody or hang out with anybody. But
I believe 100% that straight men and straight women can have friendships.
Yeah.
But I also think that if y'all are like horny for each other, your friendship is not
But I think that you could have sex as long as you both because everyone says, "Oh,
you
no,
could have
it's
sex
not."
and then what?
And then as long as you both are on the same page of, I genuinely don't think it could work out in a relationship with us. I think that, yeah, as long as that's established on both sides, like, I don't want to be in a relationship with you.
Okay, but I could see that happening too, because there have been, I mean, I'd say 98% of the people I've had sex with are people I don't want to have a relationship, but I'm just in lust with. And,
Yeah.
But because Carrie and Big have had a relationship and do they really not want the relationship? I don't feel like we've established hard enough that they like are really like, oh, this is not for me.
Because nothing really bad. I mean, the affair, I guess, would be like, well, if we got together now, it'd be really not a great look. That's that. But what was so bad about the relationship? Carrie.
Big
Carrie was the problem.
It's a lot of it is like, it's the way that Big would. It's hard to say string Carrie along, but I guess he kind of did in certain ways. But I also think Carrie was like, they're not a good couple.
Did he ever cheat on her? Did he ever lie to her? Did he ever not treat her great? I would say
he was withholding of the truth. I wouldn't say that he necessarily lied, but we did mention it in some of the episodes. I don't remember what season, what it was, but he was doing that very typical thing where it's like, oh yeah, and she's like, well, why didn't you tell me you were doing this? And he's like, oh, I did, but you didn't tell me that this was a part of it. Oh, well, that didn't matter, like.
No, I mean, I listen, I see how he would have been very frustrating to date. But honestly, I
hated
think
the eyebrow thing too. It grossed me out.
The eyebrow thing? Oh, I thought this was so cute. They have a good chemistry here. By the way, Carrie's wearing an amazing dress here. Look at
this. This dress is like seen later in something, isn't it?
This what?
This dress is worn again in another season.
I think it looks like something she wears in Paris, possibly.
Oh, it does look like the gray dress.
Yes.
Oh.
It might be that. And then there's a green dress she wears at the end.
Yeah, like a very pale mint.
Yeah, the mint. Oh God, it's the one where he like hits her.
And that's the one where the diamonds like get stuck in her boobs. That's the last episodes are really good.
I know. Okay, so they have a little cute banter here, and she's like, "There will be no, you're not coming up." So next we have Charlotte and Trey are at some party. They're still like, I mean, I feel like, what the fuck? What's the problem here now? You're in love. You're already married. Now his dick works. Stop making this more complicated than it needs to be. He's not dating anyone else. You're not dating anyone else.
But he doesn't want to have sex at home. His whole thing is that he really only is getting horny when they're in public and under the guise that they could be caught. So, and which is fine. I mean, like, trust me, check out the Patreon, but I've enjoyed my time in like public places. But, it's weird because you think about like Trey and his whole life is this like manicured and tightly whatever wound like image, this person like of who he's supposed to be and bunny and this, that, and the other. And then his things are like he gets horny by looking at the Jugs porno magazine of women with like just ginormous tits. And then he also the other way he can get hard is by being in a place where people could watch him have sex. I mean, like, so he's not really normal, I guess.
Yeah, but then the next episode they are able to fuck in bed. So then they do get back together.
Thank God.
Okay, so anyway, that's the whole thing. So now they're at a coffee shop and because they're fucking at this party in public, basically. And now we're at the diner and they're all wearing these outfits here. Samantha's, I love this. She's wearing like a very see-through shirt. This is my favorite cut on Kim Cattrall too. It's like the what do you call this cut?
I think they call it like a cold shoulder.
Well, this is a cold shoulder, but like the cut of just like the
the top.
The top
I don't know what you call that. It's like where it's a tight neck.
Yeah.
It looks almost like a halter, but it's not a halter.
It's kind of haltery, but it's fully see-through. And then underneath the see-through, it's just a black strapless bra. And it looks so cool.
On the original watch of this, I didn't even realize it was see-through.
Well, I waited until she kind of moved. You don't see it until she kind of moves her coffee cup up here. And then here's what Carrie and Miranda look. And I'll never forget that comment somebody left saying the going out and hanging out outfits used to look like actual hanging out outfits here. So Miranda's wearing like this kind of ugly like shirt, but it is just a shirt that you throw on for brunch.
I like Miranda's shirt.
It works for her. Carrie looks so cute. She's wearing overalls, like stripy overalls, and then she's wearing this huge octopus brooch on the one side. I think they all look so cute, and they all look like they're actually hanging out in Manhattan at a brunch. So the conversation here is Charlotte's like, have you guys ever, the writing here is great. She's like, have you guys ever had sex in a coat closet? And then Carrie's like, Lotus. They're all saying somebody did it. Samantha did it in a plane. There were warm nuts involved. And Charlotte's like, oh, well, what do I do about Trey? And Samantha's like, who cares? Just like enjoy it. His dick works. Just go with it.
Yeah. Really.
And Carrie and Miranda.
Hey, what? Don't listen to Samantha because she's a slut.
She's such a fucking whore. Carrie says, like, well, they ask, what did you do this weekend? And Carrie goes, monkey bar. And they go, oh, fun. It turns out it's with Big. What do you think of this? Because I feel like when I watched this in my 20s, I was like, God, her friends are being like really bitchy. Like, whatever. It's not that big a deal. But now I'm going against what I said earlier. If I'm Miranda or Samantha or Charlotte, I'm like, are you fucking serious right now? Like,
I would be,
because I'm not even worried about Carrie. I'm worried about my own sanity. And like, I can't believe that I'm going to have to fucking hear about this now again.
Agreed. I think a lot of my friends just know that I kind of say how I feel about things. Honestly, Carrie and I probably wouldn't be friends because she would probably be one of those people who just wouldn't tell me things because I would be like, you're with Big. You're with Big.
No, you can't
remember
fucking be friends.
The bullshit last time? Oh, you want to be his other woman? Oh, and now you're going to be friends? You're just going to be friends with Big? Oh, really? You couldn't keep your pussy in your pants when he was married, and now you're going to just be friends?
Right. Sure. And Miranda's like, it's a slippery slope, Carrie. And then there's a cute moment where she's like, can everyone just drop it? And then they all eat. And Charlotte's like, are you thinking about sleeping with him? And Carrie's like, no. And Miranda's like, you hesitated. And she's like,
this is why it wouldn't work. Yeah. This is why this wouldn't work.
I think they could sleep together and remain friends, but like you said, Carrie could not.
If they're just fuck buddies, you mean?
Yes.
Or like friends with
benefits?
We're
also friends. I think you could be friends with benefits.
They could, or physically people could.
Yes, people could.
I don't think Big could either, though. Or maybe he could because later he goes out. It seems
like he's putting his whole pussy into this friendship here.
He is, but actually, he's not. Well, I don't know. Just keep going because some things happened, and I was going to say.
The Eskimo have hundreds of words for snow. We have invented 3 times as many words for relationship. The more words we invent, the harder it becomes to define things. In a world where you can date without sex, screw without dating, and in the end, keep most of your sex partners as friends as long after the screwing is over, what really defines a relationship? Okay, so now Miranda's storyline is that she's dating a guy, Doug, who is Jim Gaffigan, and he's peeing. We're into the first of Michael Patrick King's favorite piece of media.
I mean,
a man pissing in a toilet.
Let's just wrap up this whole storyline between this because I don't care actually.
Yeah, it is relatable. It's not even a bad storyline.
Sure,
it's a perfect little D storyline.
But Miranda never once says, "Hey, could you close the door when you pee?" I mean, let us know.
I also don't believe nobody's ever peed in front of her. There's no way Steve never peed while she was in they have one bathroom. There's no way you are 34 years old and a man has never peed in the bathroom with you.
Well, let's be honest too, because like one of the storylines was how Steve had skid marks.
So he's probably shitting in front of her too.
She literally washed his shitty underwear.
Right.
But that's different because Jim Gaffigan isn't as like cute as Steve either. Not saying I want Steve's shitty underwear, trust, but like he also is gross about this. He pees. She's then decides that she's gonna like leave the door open to like test it and see how she feels about it. And then he's all cool coming in there. And then fast forward later, she's like, making coffee. And he's like, hey, honey, give me that good coffee. And he's like, what's so great about it? She's like, it's the cinnamon I add. And then it's like,
no, that's where she's on the toilet. But then later he does shit with the door open.
The third version is she's pouring coffee. This is the last scene between them. And it's the most comically, not comical because I don't find it funny, the most disgusting sounding shitty. Is that how you
I will actually tell you that I am surprised at how quickly men are willing to just find, like, not shit, but like fart in front of you. I would say that like
that's
every guy that I dated last year, even in the short time we were dating, they farted in front of me.
Straight men are gross.
I know, they're fucking awful. I'm aware.
One strange thing here. Okay, so then it ends up with Miranda like slamming the door, and it's like, oh, Miranda couldn't handle this, or whatever the voiceover is. Mind you, I'm judging her because again, she never said, could you just close the door?
I really think I'd be like, I would be like, what are you doing? I would definitely bring it up. And then
I would just be like, can you close the door? I don't want to listen to you peeing. Sorry, girl. I don't know you. Well enough.
The peeing never doesn't bother me at all. You know what's fascinating to me about men peeing, by the way, is like how small their dicks are when you're just flaccid and peeing. It's like such a tiny little penis. You're used to seeing them like erect, right? So like whenever I see like a man peeing, I'm like, oh yeah, it gets like way smaller in real life. What did you think I was saying?
Well, what?
What did you think I was saying? You seemed confused when I was talking.
Nothing. I was just thinking about the idea of like them being tiny penises and peeing.
Well, just compared to what you're used to seeing.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Okay.
But have you ever seen a hard dick peeing? Anyway, the strange thing here was it's like cuts to Jim Gaffigan. He is reading the newspaper.
Yeah, he's spread out.
The newspaper is on the floor, and he's basically like
he's sorting it out,
spreading, like almost doing like a squatty potty pose to like poop. I mean, this is a good pooping pose, I feel, because your legs are kind of, but he's leaned all the way over, turning the pages on the floor. Someone, what? I never in my life have I ever seen anything like this. Except on this episode of Sex and the City.
Do you want to know another like straight guy thing that I learned in the course of my dating over the past 15 years? Is that like men who smoke, I guess anyone who smokes, people who smoke will like, it is a normal thing that like men, this is I've seen men do this. I've never seen a woman do this, who smoke will get up in the morning and then like while they're on the shitter, smoke a cigarette because it helps you shit. And like, I said something about it to Chris, my one boyfriend, and he got like, he's like, because his cousin did it and he lived with him. He's like, if my cousin, that's like a normal thing. And then like, we asked like friends of his and they're like, yeah. Like, disgusting. It's like a thing that people will do is you'll smoke a cigarette while you're taking your morning shit.
I'm glad I was raised differently. Anyway, no judgment if y'all smoke a cigarette while you shit in the morning. Do what you
gotta do to take.
Let us know in the comments. Do you?
I guess it would be the same as drinking coffee while you're shitting, but I think that's kind of.
It would not be.
It's kind of the same.
The idea of sitting on your toilet inside your home smoking a cigarette is. I think to me, the idea of smoking a cigarette just chilling in your house is weird.
Oh, really? When I smoke cigarettes, I would just smoke in my house.
Oh, wow. Okay, I never smoked, never been around people who smoked. like all the time like that.
Oh God, I've dated so many smokers. It's like, it's way more common than you think until you start dating. You're like, oh, people still smoke.
No. That would be a no from me, dog.
I'd say I've dated more smokers than non-smokers.
You have doted. So Miranda's done.
Yeah, that storyline's over. Great. And it doesn't even connect with anyone else. No. This is the least we've ever learned about a boyfriend, Gaffigan. Like, we know nothing about this man other than that. So sorry about that.
He has really explosive, gushy sounding shits, basically.
So that night we went to Charlotte's gallery for the opening of an exhibit by Maria Diego Reyes, the Brazilian artist. And then Miranda's talking to Charlotte about it. And Charlotte, this is a funny line from Charlotte because it's very Sheena. She's like, well, at least now you can kind of call him you can call him your boyfriend, because only a boyfriend would do that. Miranda's like, I don't want a boyfriend who does that. This is just talking about the peeing. Okay, so then we have Samantha looking at the art, and immediately there's chemistry between her and Maria. And she's like, it's the art. Her accent is also very luscious and appealing to me. She's like, it is the artist's favorite. And Samantha's like, oh, do you know her? And she's like, I am the artist. Did you notice, or did you clock here? There's a piece of writing here that could have been fixed or tightened up, where she says, oh, are there any men here? Wait, never mind. I lost my train of thought, and it's too complicated for me to even get into, but whatever. Maria's ex-girlfriend comes up, and she's like, oh, that's my ex, blah, blah, blah. And Samantha's like, oh, where are all the men? And she's like, oh, there are no hot men. And Samantha's like, well, that's great for you, but what's in it for me? So they have plans. They laugh, and they're just so cute. And she's going to go over to her house later because all the art is already bought up, and Samantha wants something exclusive. So now we're at the jazz club again with Big and Carrie, and Big's like, aren't these cats fabulous? I have a few topics of conversation here. What do you think of jazz, for one? I agree with Angela from The Office, where it's like, just play the right notes.
I do like a lot of it. I think that sometimes I like when it's done well. I like jazz. I like the sound. It. I don't love but this goes for any kind of jamming. You could call it jamming for other bands, but I don't need anything to go on for 15 minutes of you just being like, like I don't need to listen to that. Like, and then like a 2-minute long upright bass solo.
Yeah, that's really, it's just 1 4 5 1 4.
So like, I like jazz personally when there's a singer.
Oh, so for sure.
I like that.
I respect the musicianship because I think you need to be very technically and
you need to know what the fuck
smart.
You're doing.
Like you need to know chords and shit. So I respect it.
And just to go with it, cool. But I also don't want to going to this jazz club. There wasn't a singer, and it's Ray's Jazz Club, and
right. So my next topic here is Craig Bierko, who I've been ready to talk about for years. I'm locked and loaded. He played the Music Man on Broadway. Did you know that?
Yeah.
I think it did well, right?
Who was he with against? Oh my God! Speaking of the Music Man, have you seen that clip that Hugh Jackman posted of Sutton?
Oh yes. She was at a jazz club. It was a jazz club.
That's what I mean. She's at like 54 Below or Cafe Carlisle or something, and he's like, she does this. Oh my God! We're still keeping up the charade, I guess, that those two gays are together.
I know.
I don't know.
Rebecca Luker, who's now passed.
Oh,
didn't she die from Lou Gehrig's disease? I think she did.
Okay, yeah. Okay, right? Craig Bierko, is that it, or did you?
No, there's more.
Oh.
In Matthew Perry's book, which is one of my favorite books ever, Rebecca Luker, she did pass. Okay, anyway, she's so gorgeous. Craig Bierko was up for the role of Chandler and like turned it down, and like him and Matthew Perry were roommates and like best friends for like years and years. And like Craig Bierko just like didn't talk to him for so many years. And he like called him and he's like, which I kind of respect this. He's like, I just could not be friends with you because it was so painful for me to like, and I get that. And I appreciate him just being, and Matthew Perry's like, I get it, man. But like, he was up for that. And I think it was like pilot season and everyone wanted Craig Bierko. He was like the hot shit in town around this time.
I remember him being on a lot of things, but I think his energy is a little more manic than I could see for.
Well, what else have you seen him in? Because are you just thinking of him as Ray?
No.
See what else he did.
I think in general he's very attractive.
Yeah.
He had big lips that
I think he looks like a hot comedian.
He does. And he looks like he'd play in a jazz band.
Okay, here's a little bit about him. He studied with David Schwimmer too, Stephen Colbert. These are like his and then he was born in Rye. His mother Pat was president of the Harrison Players, a local community theater. So he was a little nepo baby from the very beginning. But yeah, he received a Tony Award nomination for The Music Man. He started Sky Masterson and Guys and Dolls revival.
Oh, I think I knew that too.
And he was also Peter in Company with Neil Patrick Harris. Oh. And he played Miss Trunchbull in Matilda the Musical. Did you know that?
Oh.
He does a lot of Broadway stuff.
Those are all kinds of roles too. Those are all
good for him.
Think of Christopher Sieber.
Christopher Sieber. But I think this is what I know him from the most.
Maybe they'll put him in to replace Christopher Sieber in Death Becomes Her. He'll be.
I bet he'd actually be really good.
Probably. So great. Yes, he's annoying. I think in general, he does send he gives Carrie a note.
He gives her a note that says, "Is that your boyfriend?" Now, this is where I think Carrie's being kind of an asshole. Like, you're out with your friend tonight. We're not, and she's acting like
really being the asshole here.
Who? Ray.
You see a man and a woman sitting at a jazz club at a two-top, and you are gonna. I can tell you one thing.
Yeah, but Carrie's making eyes at him.
He wouldn't have walked up to the two of them and said, "Is he your boyfriend?"
But that's rude either way, though. I think it's rude. It's rude for everyone involved because Carrie's acting like she doesn't realize that this would be really rude. Your ex-boyfriend sitting here. This is actually really shitty to do to him. Like, don't act like you don't realize that that's mean. This is your ex.
I just don't think they should be out.
Okay, well,
of course Carrie's gonna get hit on.
Yeah, that's another thing. She should be getting hit on everywhere she goes.
And just like him, I would think Big's gonna get hit on too. I mean, he's rich.
Yeah, and like in his 40s. So Big. It immediately becomes a pissing contest between Big and Craig Bierko. They end up in a cab together. This whole scene is actually very funny. The way like they keep the camera work where like they're in the cab and then it scrolls over and Big's there and Carrie's like, what the fuck? He gets out with Carrie at her house.
Before that, though, he's like, Ray is like, can I get your number or something? And Carrie's like, oh yeah, like, and then she's looking for a pen and she's like, oh, I don't have a pen. And then Big pulls out a pen and hands her a pen to write it down. And then she's writing her number and she can't remember like the last few digits. And Big tells her the last few digits to write down to give to Ray. So then at the taxi, Big gets out at the same time as Carrie, which understandable. Carrie, what do you think? You think he's gonna stay in the cab with Ray?
Well, Carrie is that stupid though. That's all I would be concerned about the entire time. I'd be like, oh my god, this is so fucking awkward. This is so fucking awkward.
I just wouldn't have done this. This again. It's like even in my dumbest times, I just can't even imagine myself thinking, oh yeah, let's all shove in the back of the cab together.
Again, Chris Noth is being very funny because like he gets out and he's like, Carrie likes a jazz musician. His teasing is very funny.
Though that would give me the ick hardcore.
Oh, really? Carrie loves it though.
Oh, that's where their friendship is like a struggle always because their chemistry is too good in that way. And okay, are they saying that in this friendship they could have sex, or are they're saying that they're not going to do anything? They're just friends.
Well, I guess they haven't established the rules.
Oh, okay.
I think it's not. It's kind of fun to keep it out on the table, though. Like, it could happen at some point. Maybe it could happen. It's probably
all
not the
I know
last
is that
time we'll have
leads
sex.
you to like crying in your bed, thinking about a person that you think you should, like, you know, whatever.
On Carrie's part.
Yeah.
Okay, next, Samantha's at Maria's house, and they're doing this art where she's helping, and Maria just looks so cute and cool. They both look really cute here.
The apartment is fucking cool too. I love it.
They kind of get close to each other, and Samantha's like, do we need to have a conversation here? Because this is how women are able to have mature conversations about our feelings and be in touch with them. And Samantha has this great speech here where I think this was very important for the time, because she's just acknowledging, as if it's nothing, which it is, that, yeah, I've been with women before. And it's not even a conversation. It's just, yeah, I've done the women thing before. Usually it's like with another guy involved. Yeah, I've done it.
But she never said, I think she never says that she's been with just a woman, just her and a woman.
She says usually
really
it involves
she's only done it with men involved too, really.
She said usually.
Oh. Okay.
But the way she throws it away is that we don't even need to land on this conversation and open it. We're just like, oh, okay. So Samantha's fine with that. It's like how in Vanderpump Rules, Ariana comes out as bisexual, and she says it feels good to go to a.
And everyone's like, shocking.
She's like, it feels good to go to gay pride, just out and proud. I'm like,
anyone
okay,
who
Ariana.
dates Tom Sandoval is probably bi. Like,
yeah, I mean, yeah.
He gives the energy of like a bi girl would date him.
Yeah, for sure.
You know.
Oh my god, I hate wearing this earphone. By the way, okay.
Poor baby.
So they almost kiss, and Samantha's like, "Can we just be friends?" And Maria's like, "Yeah, that's fine."
Maria's like, "I guess." For now, until like a little bit later, when she's like, "I cannot do this, bitch."
Next, we're at the store.
Yes.
We're shopping, and all the girls look very cute. And Carrie's like, "Is that a hickey?" And Charlotte says that she gave Trey a blowjob at the movies the other day. And Samantha goes, "Oh, congratulations, honey. It sounds like you got a nice, healthy relationship." And the line is, Charlotte realized if Samantha defined her relationship as healthy, she had one sick relationship on her hands. What a bitch.
Have I ever found out that one of my friends thought that my life was so depraved that me saying something was healthy meant that it was disgusting? Sick. I would tell that person to go fuck themselves every way possible. There is no goddamn way. That's where this doesn't make sense. And a lot of people have commented, especially on our video from last week. Check it out. Carrie Bradshaw, pick me girl.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people commented that Carrie is not a good friend to her friends. And while this is
certainly not her girlfriends,
this is Charlotte. And what I was really thinking is like someone commented like there's just, and we've said it, that there's just no way that these four women would be like besties. Later, I mean, Samantha calls Carrie her best friend.
Yes. While she's sticking up for her and behind her back.
Slut shames Samantha.
I think Miranda and Samantha could be friends.
I could see that. There was also a glimmer in that earlier scene of Miranda in the show that must not be named, where, you know, Miranda was upset that Carrie like decided that like maybe Big, you know, when he died was possibly in heaven, like, or something.
Oh, yeah.
And Miranda's like, I thought we agreed on this, okay? Because there was a moment where she does something like that at the table in the diner with Carrie, and I'm like I was like, okay, maybe they were trying to try that in And Just Like That, but it, because of like the change of acting or whatever, it doesn't land or work.
Yeah.
Where it did really still work in this. Where
she can kind of give her the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like it's when she's saying like, it's a slippery slope, Carrie.
Yes. Yeah.
It's when Carrie says, I was chewing. She goes, you paused. You hesitated. Okay. So next, Miranda and Jim Gaffigan, he shits, it's over. Maybe it was narrow-minded. Okay, that's the thing. Oh, the line is maybe it was narrow-minded, but for Miranda, an open door dump was definitely worth dumping someone over.
And again, she never once said, "Could you close the door?"
Well, I guess she'd have to. Eventually, she breaks up with him, so I assume she mentioned that.
They're saying she dumped him right here. And never once did she say, "Hey, do you mind closing the door?"
Could we try moving forward where you don't shit in front of me?
I mean, I would understand if you had asked, if she said, "Hey, could you close the door?" And then he goes against your wishes.
Yes. Yeah.
I'd be like, well, fuck you. But
yeah, he probably
you're
would.
almost saying you're going to dump this person for doing something that you never like.
Right. It's like Charlotte getting upset with Harry because Harry's walking around naked. Although I feel that's almost even more egregious to assume that you can just walk around naked and sit on someone's white sofa.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're at
rich
the
people. Rich people go rich.
Yeah, rich people go rich. We're at an opening of a restaurant. Did you say it was Tao? Did I say that it's Tao? Okay.
Which is like still around, I guess.
Yeah, my friend that I worked with in a restaurant in New York used to work at Tao, and she had to quit because you had to wear high heels for like a 12-hour shift. And she's like, I just like physically could not do that. Okay, so we're at Big has a date. Her name is Shaw. This girl is very funny.
She's really good.
The Y is silent. He's with this young model. Her name is Shaw. She goes, the Y is silent. Thank God you're finally here. I got the last table.
This was weird. This was strange.
There's what happened here? Because now we're at
standing there with Ray. Then Miranda or Samantha comes out and is like, "Oh, perfect. I got the last table." And then Shaw, silent Y, is like, "Okay." And then follows, and then it just cuts to them all 6 at the table. And it's like, I was there with me, Big, his new girl, and blah, like all this.
No, here's the line. Why? There we were, me, my ex, the jazz guy, the model, the lesbian, and her friend Samantha. That has to be a reference to something, right? The something, 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 and her friend something. That has to be a reference to something that I don't know. Okay, well, there's this whole now Big and Carrie are making fun of each other about their dates. She's like, jazz guy. She's like, oh, he's like,
this is incredibly awkward too, though, because this would be as though I'm sitting here and there's someone directly here, my ex, who I've fucked a million times, the new guy I'm dating sitting right here, and I'm turned facing my ex.
Well, yeah, she's the worst.
Blah, 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 blah. And Ray, it shows him, he's just sitting there talking to no one. So he's literally just
gets up and
watching them talk. It's weird.
Well, so Ray gets up and leaves. Carrie goes with him, and then Samantha's left with Big and Maria. Big Maria, the model, leaves. She goes. Model says at some point, he talks about you a lot. You said, but
that's later when Carrie walks into the bathroom.
So yes, he goes. Thank God we're not. Yeah.
Were people doing coke in your bathroom? That's a Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Lisa Rinna asked Dorit, after one of the very first times Dorit was on, they had a party at their house, and then after the party, the people kept disappearing, going to the bathroom a lot, and so Lisa Rinna's like, were people doing coke in your bathroom? And then it became a whole thing. I'm assuming yes. Or crystal meth. Who knows?
I don't think they're doing crystal meth. I think the rich people drug is coke, right?
I don't know. Guys, if you're really rich, let us know. Or me, I don't know if Dorit's actually really rich. So if you're Dorit rich, what are you doing?
Okay, so everyone's left at the only people left at the table are Big, Samantha, and Maria. And she goes, so just to get things straight, you and Carrie are just friends now, right? You're available? And he goes, yes, ma'am. And she goes, so if you're just friends, what exactly do you think you're doing? Because that girl might come off as all strong, but and over it, but she's fragile and she's my best friend. So I suggest you back off. And then he goes, can't we all just get along? And she goes, excuse me. And then Maria goes up to her and she's like, I lied. I can't be your friend. What I saw back there, you are magnificent.
The wet feeling I had when you were doing all that was wild. I need you. Give me. That's really what it was. She was so horny for Samantha, and Samantha sticking up for her friend.
Okay. And she's not even going to tell Carrie that happened. Like, that's how good a friend Samantha is. She's not even being a friend in front of Carrie's face. She's being a good friend behind Carrie's back, which Carrie's not even a good friend to her. Carrie like calls her a slut.
Carrie's
daily.
A terrible friend.
Okay, so Maria walks into the bathroom. The scene here is very beautifully shot too. And Samantha goes in and it's like, well, Samantha decided that she was going to open her heart to a relationship. Now, I think that the way that it plays out, I don't know. What do you think of the lesbian storyline? I think it's playing into tropes. I think it does too, because then Maria's all of a sudden this crazy Brazilian woman shattering.
She's crazy. It plays into tropes of that too, like culturally and about being a lesbian, and that lesbians like need to take. Never really fuck. Don't like they need to talk for 1,000,000 hours, and I mean though.
Yeah,
there is some truth in.
There's always some truth in stereotypes, but I also think that this could have been a season-long arc. I think they were too scared to. They had 2 good episodes with Maria, and then they're like, "Well, now we need to back off of this."
Oh, see, my memories are that it does last longer. It only lasts for a few episodes,
and then next episode, it's when she makes her squirt. And then the episode after that is Ghost Town, where they're screaming and fighting, and
I can't believe that.
Yeah.
So Maria's I thought it was only 4 episodes.
3 episodes.
See, when they do Sam and the City of her in London, have Maria show up.
Yes.
She was in a movie. Like a movie where she played an old nun, and I think it was that Sydney Sweeney movie.
Oh my God, was it? I saw that when Walter was getting his tooth surgery.
Let me fucking see. What's her real name in real life? I'll just look up Maria Sex and the City.
Yeah, look that up because I'm looking up something else right here. I'm looking up.
Her name in real life is Sonia Braga.
Sonia Braga, yes.
And she was. Let's see. Aren't you guys so like? You guys are all just so interested here. Listen.
No, I was looking this up too. I didn't really recognize her from anything. She's stunning. Kiss of the Spider Woman.
I was just gonna say that's what just popped up, like the movie. That's interesting.
Okay.
In a bunch of older movies, but I swear. Oh, she was in Shotgun Wedding.
Okay.
That had J-Lo. From Dusk Till Dawn. God. She was in she was in a movie in 2023. She was in a shit ton of things. Holy Christ.
Well, good for her. Yeah, a lot of guest starring stuff. Okay, well, let's wrap this up here. So they kiss.
She was in a movie called The Last Prostitute.
Oh, okay. Ooh, she'd be a good like Aldonza in Man of La Mancha.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Sorry, where are we now? Hang on. Oh, we can't be friends.
But then they end up kissing.
Yes, they end up kissing. Okay, so now we're at. Hang on a second. Okay, so Carrie and Big encounter each other, and Carrie's like kind of like trying to give him some shit, and Big's being kind of standoffish because what Samantha said was actually, I guess, correct, and he's like, no, I'll back off. So Carrie and Ray go home together. He walks her home, and they do this like, he's like, when I think of you, it's like.
This is where I started
I'm over it. Like, I can't. No.
He's like, I don't even know you. Well, he calls her earlier too, and it's like, phone. She answers the phone, and it's like jazz music playing, and it's to me that's not the kind of jazz I like. That doesn't. If Amanda hates songs that are in minor chords,
most jazz is in minor.
It's like a. And like he's literally like 20 seconds later he's like, baby, that song reminded me of you and I don't even know you.
Isn't that fucked up?
I would be like,
Yeah, there's like, it's like dating a male musician. It's like, it's appealing because it's like, oh, you're like, you like understand music. But then like once they start kind of talking about it, there's such a fine line. But before I'm like, oh my God, shut the fuck up.
Most people who perform in any kind of way are semi-insufferable. And that's us too. I mean, we're on that list. So
yeah, I mean, listen to our Wicked review if you really want to hear us geek out. But that's
technically doing a podcast is kind of performing.
Yeah, that's pretty much. They kiss at the end, and it goes with every second of this is the last line. With every second of our kiss, it was becoming clearer. I really like this guy. Maybe that's it. What ultimately defines a relationship is another relationship. All right, so there you go.
Is that the very last line?
Yeah.
The way it ends is so boring. I hated the
When
end.
does Big come back? Well, Aiden's coming back. So next is Samantha and Maria like having a good relationship, and then the episode after that is Ghost Town with Aiden, and they break up. The women break up. But the next,
I can't wait.
I know, I can't wait either. The next episode is where Samantha tells everyone that she's in a loving relationship, and they all like talk so much shit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's great. We can break that down.
Terrible friends.
Yeah.
But we are.
Hang on. I just want to read the episode description for next week. It's called Season 4, Episode 4. What's sex got to do with it? Carrie has another date with Ray King at his place and confesses she does not really like jazz because it makes no sense. Later, she tells the girls she had the most intense orgasm of her life.
Who had the most intense orgasm of their life?
Carrie, because Ray's really good in bed. But I do find this too, that like emotionally immature guys can be very good in bed.
Girl.
Because that's like all they have to think about.
Yeah, because they just fuck. They
fuck. They're not thinking about anything. He's just playing jazz in his head.
He plays her like a cello or like an upright.
Oh, bass. Yeah, that is kind of hot. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how
we'll have to see, because we labeled him as one of the worst men of.
I think that's because he reminded me of my ex. Who was not good.
You guys, okay, hey,
yeah, let's go.
I want you to think about something.
Yeah.
They say nothing lasts forever. Dreams change, trends come and go, but friendships never go out of style. Bye, guys.
Bye.